Heart for Change was born on October 24th of 2013, and I'd been with the company probably about 5 months, and it was time for a change. And back before Isogenics, I needed to make some drastic changes in my life, and they were non-negotiable, and I was willing to go to any lengths to change my life, regardless of what anybody thought of me, regardless of the losses that would come, regardless of the consequences that would come from making those changes. And I've always been striving to be the best I can be, almost to a fault in some aspects of my life. However, when you can make the decision to make a change, you're just striving for it, because I understand most people are starting Isogenics scared out of their mind. And they've tried everything and failed, whether it be with dieting or exercise, or financially, or in their marriages and relationships. I mean, trust me, I failed at it all. So I understand the fears. But if you're striving at least for it, striving to make the change, even if it's not today, if it's tomorrow, if it's 6 months from now, a year from now, that one change can make all the difference in your life. And you never know. One decision can change it all for the better. How I start my day is, first Joey walks into my room and gives me a hug and tells me he loves me and he's leaving for school. And then about a half hour later, Casey comes and does the same thing. And then I pray. I pray and thank God for all the beautiful things, for keeping my kids safe, for keeping me strong and healthy. And then I power on. Sometimes I'll lay in bed and watch a little bit of Netflix and Friday Night Lights or something, or I'll get up and start my day and work out, or I'll jump on Strive and love on all of you. Honestly, there have been moments in my Isogenics journey over the last 22 months where eating my meal at night seemed to, do better results. The key to changing things up, honestly, is shocking your body, not doing the same thing over and over and over again. So maybe one day have a shake for lunch and real dinner. Maybe the next day switch it up. That is the key to dropping weight, is to keep your body guessing all the time. And I'm gonna admit, I am a big bad person when it comes to this, because I like things going the same all the time. And then I wonder why I get frustrated. So the key, in my opinion, is maybe one day have it for dinner, one day have it for lunch. Switch it up, keep your body guessing. What is in my auto ship? A 4-pack of Ionics bottles, the big bottles, 4 of those, and the E-Shot starter pack, period. Gotta have that stuff.
Not last.
Okay. The Eat Your Hollywood story is this. I always put 2 shakes in my body every day, period. Now, what I put in the rest of the day can vary depending on the company I'm keeping. Sometimes it involves pizza and pizookie. Sometimes it involves fried pickles. Sometimes it involves some pasta. But always 2 shakes in my body every single day, because that way when I go and hit that train wreck, it's not so bad. I can come off that derailment a lot easier doing that. Ionics is in my body every day, usually 2 or 3 times. My vitamins are in my body every single day. I take a shot of cleanse every day, but always 2 shakes in my body every day, period. No matter what, no matter where I'm at, no matter where I'm traveling.
I love it.
It's all mine. It's all mine.
Right, that's all I got.
Okay, the bare bones, it's not how I roll. Honestly, I don't believe with everything I am that is the right thing for you. If you can't afford the President's Pack, then I'm gonna have you save your pennies and just do it. A lot of people use the money as a reason to keep them from starting, and if there's a bill that needs to be paid, we somehow find the money to get that. And if you are really sick and you need something, then you can't afford not to do this, is my opinion. Every piece of that President's Pack is so crucial, especially if you're not well. The vitamins, the Ionics, the E-Shots, I mean, the whole system is necessary. And I'm sorry, we all spend about $17 a day just to survive, to fuel the body. And you can make some adjustments initially. You can sell a refrigerator if you have to. We've had a team member do that. I feel so strongly about that President's Pack that there's no bare bones option in my book. And if you've been enrolled by me, you know that that's the truth. And usually 9 times out of 10, they'll thank you later for making them wait, making them purchase the President's Pack, because it is the way to go for a long, long time. And there's nothing better than a compliment to just make them feel better. Do I expect them to enroll? No. But I expect them to have a better day because somebody paid attention to them in a positive way. Usually a conversation will start up, and if it goes somewhere, great. If we end up friends on Facebook, great. If I just made somebody's day, it's a success, and that really is all I go for. You know, it's all about building connections, and it's not about enrolling people, in my opinion. I enroll people in a vision, not in isogenics. But it's about building connections. And if it's just to make somebody's day, who knows? They may run into me at a Little League game, you know, a month or 2 from then, and remember that I stopped and paid attention to them. So you just never know. I never go in for the kill. I never throw them a card. It's just not my style. But I do make a connection with them, and usually they're on Facebook. And if they're on Facebook, you know where they go. Strive for Change. And you guys all love on them. We all love on them, and build them up. And that's how it's done, period. Opening lines, seriously, if you are a robot, don't expect to do well. Do I have a few things up in here? Yeah. But most importantly, you need to listen to them. You need to listen to them and what their needs are and what solution they need. So I don't have any opening lines or anything like that. I listen to their heart, and I figure out what part of isogenics can provide a solution for them. And then I go from there. I just get to know them. I connect. I love on them, even if they're a stranger, because who knows, if they're needing a solution in their lives, they just need somebody to be nice to them and pay attention. So I don't have any go-to lines. I don't have any secret words that I use. I just care about people, period. If they end up enrolling with Strive for Change and all of us, then great. And if not, I made a new friend, and that's all that really matters. There's no secret sauce in this. It's just consistent loving on people and not caring about what's in it for you. It's not about us. And that's all I do. I go around making friends all day long, and most of them end up at Strive for Change. And once they end up there, you guys know it's a beautiful place to be. So that's my answer to, I don't have any taglines. Again, I listen to what their needs are. Even though I'm a business builder, when I started, I didn't want anything to do with it. I was mean, I was nasty, and said, give me my box and go away. You need to listen to what they need. Because again, that's what it's about, it's them. And at this point, people are approaching me about the business end of it because they're kind of watching what I've been doing. But again, it's about their journey, not ours. And if you're listening to their heart and listening to what kind of solution that they need or whatever dream they have, because this is about solutions and dreams. And if I'm hearing that they need money, if they need time, then we will direct my 30-second story that way. If they are needing to save their life because their health is deteriorating, we're not even going to talk about U+2 yet. We're going to talk about how amazing these products are. And for somebody like me, I didn't want the business. I was mean and nasty, and I wanted nothing to do with it. But it only took 4 days for me to physically feel better than I've ever felt. And because I had heard about this little compensation plan tied to it, after I had this magical experience, then I looked into that. And I do tell everybody, you are obligated to tell everybody about this in a beautiful, non-threatening, non-pushy way, because you never know the experience that they're going to have. 90% of the biggest business builders in this company started as product users, period. And so the main thing is listening to what they need, what solution they need, and then you direct the conversation that way. Like I said, I don't have any kind of set script that I go with. I listen to their needs. It's about them and their journey, not me and mine. Following up is huge. And in the beginning, when I first started, I enrolled a lot more than I do now. And so my follow-up had to be on point all the time because it was really hard to keep track. As my journey has gone and as I've enrolled and built my business, more of my time is obviously spent training you guys and helping your team and things like that. But following up, honestly, one of my weaknesses, I've had to work really, really hard on that. I keep notes in my phone. I put them in my calendar when to follow up. For those of you just starting out, you know, if you've told them you're adding them to Strive, follow up in 24 to 48 hours. If you haven't, start paying attention to their Facebook page. If you've dropped them in there secretly, find out what's going on in their life and just start reaching out, not to sell Isogenics, not to pimp the products out, but just because you care about them. Again, following up to their needs, their solutions, and their dreams is what's really, really important. And depending on the person, for me, at this point, I have built enough of a connection with them that I know what solution they're looking for, because I've made that effort with them. So it's very easy for me to follow up with them. And so the most important part is getting to know the people that you've added, getting to know the people that have asked you about Isogenics. And that's the key to this. I do nothing special, but pay attention. Pay attention to the people that you've added, and do a little PI work. Figure out what makes them tick, what makes them happy, and you'll know where to take that. But don't wait, because somebody else will snag them. It's somebody else that's paid attention to them and shown them the solution. I would not change a thing. Everybody ends up where they're supposed to. People that entered my team are the ones that were supposed to be there. People that chose not to join my team weren't part of my journey. There's no woulda, coulda, shouldas with me. Everything happens the way it's supposed to. Everybody entered my business when they were supposed to. And we all have to build two legs, period. And, could I have done some things different that would have benefited me better financially? Yeah. But it wouldn't have been the right thing to do. And so I chose to do the right thing. Always do the right thing. Always do the right thing by your people. And I promise you, when you do right by people, the abundance keeps coming. So I have zero regrets. My team is built exactly the way it's supposed to. And I wouldn't change a thing. Honestly, you know what? When I first started Isogenics, to all of the people that knew me, I didn't need to lose any weight. And on day 7 was when I decided to put my ISA story out there and get out of the ISA closet. And I did not post a picture. It had nothing to do with the physical part. I told a story about where I was before Isogenics and where I had come in 7 short days. And with that one vulnerable moment, 53 people wanted to know what the heck I was doing. No picture, no weight loss story. It was just about my heart and my feelings. And honestly, that is what people are going to connect with. Pictures are important, before and afters are really important, but they don't tell the whole story. You are obligated to share this beautiful gift. You never know. And honestly, this isn't about you. This isn't about you and your journey. It is about telling the Isogenics story. And even if you don't think in your mind you have a before and after picture, you have thousands and thousands of stories in this beautiful group that you can share. Celebrate your teammates. Tell my story. I don't care. But this isn't about you. This isn't about you. And you holding back your story, whether it's a before and after picture, or an emotional moment, or your marriage got saved because of this stuff, or you're working out again, it is your obligation to share this with you, because you could change a life. You could change a life. And if you hold back just because you are insecure and you're making it about you, think about all the lives that aren't being changed. It's really, really important to get out of your head and into your heart and share this gift with people, period. I'm so glad on day 7 that it was scary and I sobbed like a big baby before I hit post, but the lives that were changed as a result of that post, it took away all the fears. And 30 days later, when I did have a before and after, I didn't think it was drastic, but apparently everybody else did. And the scale didn't say so again, stay off the scale. But people could see the change in not only my body, but in my spirit. My whole aura had changed, and that is what people were attracted to. It had very little to do with the bikini shot, so don't even stress about that. This is not your journey, it's there. The moment it hits your lips, that's when it works. It's like magic. I say probably about 20-30 minutes. Something I've had to tweak, because I'm kind of sensitive Sally, if I take it too soon before I do a really hard workout, I kind of have the little e-shot burps. Oh, it's so fun. My beast mode has had to be on the shelf for a little while due to some health issues that I had, and I was not happy about it. But the key to isogenics, and the beautiful thing about isogenics is before isogenics, I would have just powered through and done more damage to myself. The great news about isogenics is I'm so in tune with my body that I know when I can push it and when I gotta rest it. And rest is just as important as beast mode. Now, when I'm in beast mode, it gets a little cray-cray around here. So I like to do about 2 to 3 yoga classes a week, hot yoga, you know, the big girl yoga. And I like to do 2 to 3 high-intensity interval training workouts. High-intensity interval training, in my opinion, will get you maximum results without hurting yourself. It's a full body workout. It gets your heart rate pumping, so you're burning some fat. But resistance, adding resistance to your workout in the high-intensity interval training, especially as we age, ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's a reality. You need to have resistance training in your workouts, period. And, you know, hot yoga or regular yoga, you are using your own body's resistance. So I like that, but also calming the mind, letting those adaptogens work, because that's equally important. Again, for best results, shocking the body, switching it up, making changes. Again, I had to adjust that because I like to have the same thing over and over. And so with the high intensity interval trainings, most that you find, it's different every single time you do it. So your body's always like, what's going on? So beast mode involves that. Yeah. Well, this can be a hard part. And in the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my family thought I lost my mind. And I get it, for whatever reason. Some of you may have relatives or spouses that have watched you take a weight loss journey before, and you're like, woohoo, and then you tank it. And, you know, or you've invested a lot of money and stuff, and, you know, it's in your pantry, doing nothing but collecting dust. Family is going to be your toughest battle a lot of the times. It was, some of my family were really hard, not just with the products, but why don't you get a real job kind of thing. And you know what? If you remember why you started, really that is all that matters. And you know, I often say attraction rather than promotion. You're never going to convince anybody that has their mind set on a certain way that this is going to be for them, that it's going to work. The best way to attract people is to just live your best life possible. The products work, period. They do. And when they see the change happen in you, it may not happen right away, but I guarantee you a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, almost 2 years later, people will come around because you haven't wavered in that. If you just all of a sudden quit because of what somebody else thinks about this, whether it be your family, your spouse, your kids, whoever, if you just quit, you just confirmed to them that this doesn't work or that you're not committed or whatever. But if you stand true in your why and stand true in your vision, then all those critics, bring on the haters, even if they're family. It's okay. It's okay. You know, if this had come into my life 3 years ago, the story looks very, very different. And you know what? The best way to attract people to you, to Isogenics, or to your business is to just be unshakable with your faith in this company and the whole Isogenics culture. I promise you they will come around. They may come kicking and screaming and cursing you out. I don't know. But if you don't waver from that, it's going to hold a lot more credibility in their eyes down the road. And they may say, all right, I'll try it, or, you know, whatever. And you know what? You can't convince somebody of something that they don't want, period. But you can't drag dead weight, whether it's family or not. It'll hold you back, I promise. So just keep forging forward. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of people that need what we have and they want it. So keep moving forward. And oh, my biggest fear, honestly, is that my kids are too hard on themselves. I want them to learn from the mistakes I've made and just live their best life. My biggest fear is that I've screwed them up, to be honest with you. And I hope that they've recovered or are recovering like I have from all of the hard stuff, the really hard stuff. I just want them to have the absolute best life of their dreams. And yeah, I just want happy kids, period. And my biggest fear is for them to be sad.
Or Netflix.
Okay, I don't watch TV, regular TV anyway. I used to watch SportsCenter 3 times a day, pre-isogenics. Now, I'm kind of a binge TV watcher on Netflix and things like that. I'm obsessed right now, not gonna lie, with Coach Taylor and Tim Riggins on Friday Night Lights. Little obsessed right now. I love Dexter. Love Dexter. The Sopranos. I'm pulling out those DVDs here soon. I love The Blacklist. Oh my God. James Spader is a freaking maniac, and I love him. Love him. I also like Orange is the New Black. Not gonna lie. Totally love it. And occasionally, you'll catch me watching The Stupid Bachelor.
Winter,
Summer.
morning or night,
Depends.
dogs or cats,
I like both. Now I can say that.
cake or pie,
Oh, cake. The whole cake.
chocolate or vanilla,
Depends on what it is.
jocks or nerds,
Jocks, come on. But I like a nerdy jock.
comedy movie or horror movie,
I like both.
pancakes or waffles,
Any carb.
baked or fried,
It depends if it's a cake or if it's a red try. Bob Seger. Like night moves, like me and my son will roll down the windows and have the air blowing and we're like working on our night moves. Totally love that song. However, if I'm gonna like rock out on the stage, it's gonna be To Fire by Christina Aguilera. That is my stage song, everybody. For all those that wanted to know what it was, that is what it is.